हाय व्यूअर्स, मैं हूं एजाज अहमद और आप देख रहे हैं फिजिक्स ऑनलाइन। टुडेज इट्स आवर फिफ्थ लेक्चर in which we will study about energy concentration in SHM, or simply we can say that the energy in SHM, what will be the energy in SHM at different points. Before proceeding further, let us have a quick review on our previous lecture. Equation derived in previous lectures were simple harmonic oscillator, displacement equation, velocity, acceleration. We took the equation of simple harmonic oscillator and we plug in the value of x is the displacement, from equation 2. Further solution to this give us d square x by dt square equals to minus k by m xm cos omega t plus phi. We compare it with d square x by dt square, both are d square x by dt square, both are acceleration, so we compare these equation, which give us omega square k by equals to k by am. Further we took under root on this equation that give us omega equals to under root k by m. This is the value of omega. So again taking equation 2, that is the equation of our displacement x equals to xm cos omega t plus phi. We increased the time by 2 pi by omega, so t equals to t plus 2 pi by omega. We have plug in the value here. The equation becomes xm cos omega is multiplied with t, so omega t, omega multiplied with this term, so omega and omega is cancelled. Omega t plus 2 pi plus phi. We know that cos 2 pi equals to 0, so the equation becomes x equals to xm cos omega t plus phi. It means that the motion is repeating itself about its mean position. Time period equals to t equals to 2 pi. Frequency is the inverse of time, f equals to 1 over t, so putting the value of time 1 by 2 pi by omega, this will become pi by omega by 2 pi. Putting the value of omega, that is under root k by m, so the equation becomes 1 by 2 pi into under root, equation becomes 1 by 2 pi under root k by m, so f equals to 1 by 2 pi under root k by m. Now let's proceed to our today's lecture, energy consideration in SHM. So let's take a start. A is simple harmonic motion is in simple harmonic motion, the energy is conserved i.e. E energy equals to k plus u. K is kinetic energy, u is the potential energy. It follows law of conservation of energy. So x equals to xm cos omega t plus phi. Plugging in this value of x into this equation, let me give it a name, equation A. So this implies that u equals to half k, putting this value of x, xm cos omega t plus phi whole square. This equation becomes u equals to half k xm square cos square omega t plus phi. This is equation B. Similarly, taking this equation, the equation of kinetic energy is Ke equals to half mv square. We have derived an equation for V that was minus omega xm sine omega t plus phi. So putting this value of V in this equation, this becomes Ke equals to half m, putting value of V, that is minus omega xm sine omega t plus phi. Whole square. So this implies that Ke equals to half m minus into minus, so minus into minus is equal to plus, is here is a square on the whole term, so omega square xm square sine square omega t plus phi. This is equation C. So let us have a review. In energy consideration in simple harmonic motion SHM is in SHM simple harmonic motion, the energy is conserved, i.e. K equals to E equals to K plus U. It follows law of conservation of energy. Total energy is equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. Kinetic energy can be given as K equals to half mv square and potential energy equals to half kx square. Kinetic energy is the energy possessed by a body due to its motion, and potential energy is the energy possessed by a body due to its position. Kinetic energy equals to half mv square, potential energy equals to mgh, but for elastic medium, potential energy equals to half kx square. Here k is constant for that elastic medium. In simple harmonic motion we are using mass spring system, so k is the spring constant. We have for simple harmonic motion we have derived an expression for x, that is x equals to xm cos omega t plus phi. Putting this value of x here in equation A, it gives us half k into xm cos omega t plus phi whole square. In other step, potential energy equals to half k xm square cos square omega t plus phi. This is the energy of potential energy in simple harmonic motion. Now deriving it for an equation for kinetic energy. Ke equals to half mv square. The equation derived for V in simple harmonic motion was V equals to minus omega xm sine omega t plus phi. Putting this value here, it gives us Ke equals to half m into minus omega xm sine omega t plus phi whole square. Kinetic energy equals to half m omega square xm square sin omega t plus phi. This is equation C. Is E equals to K plus U. Putting value of K and U. E equals to half mv square plus half kx square. Eight, extreme point. X equals to xm v equals to 0. V is the velocity, x is the displacement. Displacement is maximum at extreme position, that is xm. So E equals to half m into 0 square plus half k. X is xm, so xm square. This implies that E equals to 0 plus half k xm square. E equals to half k xm square. Equation A. Equation, we have an equation A, so give it a name equation 1, and this is equation 2. Similarly, we can derive it for mean position where V is maximum and x is 0. At mean position x equals to 0, so u equals to half k into 0 square, u equals to 0. E equals to k plus 0, E equals to half m v square. Velocity is maximum at mean position, so E equals to half m, as at mean position velocity is maximum and maximum velocity is equals to minus omega xm. So putting this value minus omega xm whole square. E equals to half m minus square equals to plus, so omega square xm. Omega square equals to k by m, as we know that. E equals to half m k by m xm. So E equals to half k xm. So at extreme point the energy will be E equals to half k xm square. Similarly at mean position energy will be equals to half k xm square. Now let's derive an equation what will be energy in the other points except mean and extreme point. Is at mean point potential energy is 0 and kinetic energy is maximum, and at extreme point potential energy is maximum and Ke is 0. So in the in between points i.e. points between mean and extreme point the energy will be partly kinetic and partly potential energy. E equals to half mv square plus half kx square, kinetic and potential energies. This equation is derived and named as equation 3. This equation is derived and named as equation 4. You can see both are energies E and E. So comparing equation 3 and 4, that is half kx m square equals to half m v square plus half kx square. Taking the k term to the other side of the equality, half kxm square minus half kx square equals to half m v square. 1 by 2k and 1 by 2k is common, so this implies that half k xm square minus x square equals to half mv square. Half will be cancelled with half. This implies that k into xm minus x whole square equals to mv square. This implies that k by m into xm square minus x square equals to v square. This implies that v equals to under root k by m xm square minus x square. This implies that v equals to under root k by m into xm minus x square 1/2. Under root k by m omega equals to under root k by m. So this implies that v equals to omega xm square minus x square 1/2. At extreme point x equals to xm, so v equals to omega into xm minus xm, v equals to 0. At extreme point v equals to 0, v equals to omega xm minus x square power 1/2. This is velocity v at any other point except mean and extreme point. This is equation 5, that is velocity at any other point except mean and extreme point. At extreme point x equals to xm, so v is 0 at extreme point. This was all about today's lecture. We have derived equation for kinetic energy and potential energy separately. K equals to half mv square. V for simple harmonic oscillation is motion is minus omega xm sine omega t plus phi. So we have put the value here. This give us kinetic energy equals to half m omega square xm square sine square into omega t plus phi, and potential energy equals to half kx square. X in simple harmonic motion equals to xm cos omega t plus phi. We have plugged in the value of x from here in this equation, that give us u potential energy equals to half kxm square cos square omega t plus phi. So A is total energy equals to kinetic energy plus potential energy. So E equals to half mv square plus half kx square. At extreme point x equals to xm and v is 0. As v is 0, so kinetic energy becomes 0. You can see here, and the energy will be equals to the potential energy half xm square. As x at extreme point equals to xm, so we will write xm instead of x. E equals to half xm square. At mean position x is 0, so potential energy will be 0. The energy at mean position will be kinetic energy. Half mv square is v will be maximum at mean position, and we know that the maximum value of v is minus omega xm. Putting this value here is give us E equals to half omega square xm square. Omega square equals to k by m, so we will put the value of omega square here. M will be cancelled with m, and energy will be half k xm square. At mean position or at mean point, the potential energy is 0 and kinetic energy is maximum, and at extreme point potential energy is maximum and kinetic energy is 0. So in the in between points, for example the points other than mean and extreme position, the energy will be partly kinetic and partly potential energy. E equals to half mv square plus half kx square. This will be the energy at the points other than mean and extreme point, and this is the energy at mean position, and this is the energy at extreme position. So all our energies we will compare this equation with equation third. Equation third is half k xm square. So half k xm square equals to half mv square plus half kx square. This is the k term, this is the k term, so I will bring this term in to this side of the equality. It will becomes minus kx square minus half kx square. So 1 by 2k is common. I wrote it outside the bracket, and inside the bracket we are left with xm square minus x square equals to half mv square. We will cancel 1 by 2 with 1 by 2. The remaining term will be k into xm minus x square equals to mv square. Bringing m to this side of equality, this will becomes k by m. Xm square minus x square equals to v square. So v becomes under root k by m xm square minus x square. Under root k by m is equals to omega. So writing this term separately under the root. So v equals to under root k by m into xm square minus x square power 1 over 2. So writing omega instead of under root k by m, v equals to omega xm square minus x square under the root. It is the velocity at any other point except mean and extreme points. At extreme point x equals to xm, so v equals to omega xm minus xm power 1 over 2. V equals to 0 at extreme point. This was all about our today's lecture. Thanks for watching.